As we continue to examine the major disruptions and learning loss caused by Helene in western North Carolina, we found communities that are really coming together in new ways.
In several mountain school districts, the students have missed nearly 50 days of in-person instruction because of storm recovery and then because of the winter weather. And it's left a hole that community members are trying hard to fill. Sean Coffey reports from Burnsville tonight.
From the churning of sewing machines to the whir of a robot arm, if you find yourself near Quilt & Code in Burnsville on a Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon, you'll see a fresh look on learning.
What we noticed most was that parents were overwhelmed and needed to get rid of their children for a bit so that they could take care of those needs of trying to get FEMA taken care of and trying to get, you know, their lives just back to some sort of normalcy.
Allison Heidenfelder is a Yancey County mom, but for dozens of local students and their parents, she's become a lot more than that.
This is great here because they're learning practical skills. You know, my kids are learning sewing, they're learning coding, they're able to, build things and do things.
When Allison's business Quilt & Code was forced to close after Helene and seeing the learning loss for school kids throughout the mountains, she and her husband decided to put their upstairs workspaces to good use.
So we decided we were just going to open up the doors and play with children. And so Tuesdays and Thursdays were robotics. We came in, the kids just played. I mean, we built robots, we did whatever. And on Wednesdays and Fridays, we sewed.
Allison already had experience working with students through her science and robotics nonprofit, Full Steam Ahead Carolina. But for parents like Sunshine Williams, that work's never been more important.
Well, it's just good for them to be a kid. You know, they have seen some hard stuff. They do know people who have died. They do know people who have had their homes destroyed. So there has been a lot of trauma from the storm.
The result, 2 rooms of engaged kids, students who have already missed months of in-person learning, able to reclaim some of that lost time.
2 months of no school, and 1 month of that was basically just us working on robotics here.
When they're not putting together robots, Ray and Natalie Freeman are freshmen at nearby Mountain Heritage High School, a year that's put the twins and their classmates to the test.
A lot of kids need that routine of going to school every day, which went away after the storm and went to figuring out if your friends and family are alive.
As that routine now resumes,
Found yours, right?
and recovery continues, Quilt & Code is a respite Allison says she's been proud to provide.
It was someplace they could just sit, they could play, they could talk, they could, cut up, they could, voice whatever concerns they had, and it was amazing to be a part of that experience.
In Burnsville, Sean Coffey, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.